All right, it's time to check what's going on with the sweet potatoes. We are already in the middle of October. I was able to keep them alive, but usually in the country where they grow them, usually they wait for the vines to die before harvesting them. But I'm just afraid here that a really hard frost would come, and at that point it might damage the tubers, not only the foliage. Usually you wait, a light frost would kill the foliage and then you harvest them, but since they are in these grow bags, so they are really exposed, and here it wouldn't surprise me if the first frost would be like a really hard frost instead of coming gradually. So I just decided that today is the day. So I have three of them in these grow bags with the tomatoes, of which I'm gonna harvest two. I'm gonna leave the last one that I have down there, since the tomato is still looking pretty decent and is quite protected against the wall. I really don't want to take it out. There's still a lot of fruit on the tomato plant, so I'm gonna leave it there. But I will harvest two of them. I don't expect them much from those bags because they were share a space with not only tomato but also basil plant. But then I have these two. One is right here in front of you, the other one is inside the cold frame. This one was on the roof, so I'm very curious to see how it did. There's also a chayote plant in it, so um, I want to see. I don't know how it's gonna be. The chayote plant didn't get that big, but it might have so provide, let's say, some competition. While this one is the one that I expect to have the best tubers, the best potatoes, because it grew all by itself, and the vines are really, really big. Um, I was just looking around, and the vines in certain spots, let's see, like you see down there, they actually rooted. Let me see if I can show you. So I was wondering, oh, I broke the vine, but you see, this is the Korean sweet potato, so it's the purple skin. You can see the purple from the roots. I wonder if we might have maybe a tiny one, but some tubers in there. Maybe not. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get the vases one after the other. I'm gonna clean up the vines, cut them off, and then we'll look at the harvest. And if I find anything of interest, I'll bring you back to see inside here. But it looks like it's just, the plant just rooted a bit, so it's fine. I'll be right back. All right. So as you can see, I actually had an extra one. It was small, I forgot about. But the one that really looks the more promising is the one that was in the cold frame. Um, this one right here had probably as much vines as all the other combined together. So I'm gonna start from this, because if this one doesn't give a good crop, then there's really no point even in looking at the other ones. So let's start with this one, and we'll see what we get. So hopefully the shot is decent. Here it comes. So I'm gonna try to do this slowly because you really don't want to bruise the plants. I can see the roots actually coming out from the bottom. I don't know if you can see, but they're coming from the bottom. Let's see if we can get this thing out in one shot. Probably not, because these grow bags, the bad thing about them is that the roots really grab onto the side. But I don't know if you can see, we got already a nice surprise right there. Let's see. Let me see if I can start to pull a little out. Really don't want to damage them. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, look at this one. Look. Do you see this? This is what you want. This is even bigger than the store-bought one. Look, there's another one. This is a nice size for where I'm growing. This is like what you want to see. This is just incredible. So here I have my secateurs. When I start growing sweet potatoes, I would be even keeping this kind of roots right here, because once they are cured, you can still roast them, kind of like baby potatoes. But look, oh, I hope you can see this. This is just a beauty. There goes another one. Let's see. Let's keep digging. Here I really don't like to break. I like to keep a little bit of root on both sides, but I'm doing my best. Let's see if there's anything more here. Yes, I feel something right here. Oh, look at this one. That's interesting. You see? That's like a cluster of them. I'm gonna leave them actually. Look at that. I'm gonna leave them like that. Maybe I'll even cure them. But anyway, this is what I'm talking about. When I just started, I would even keep things like this, because once they are cured, you put them in the oven and they taste great. I'm still gonna keep them, but as you keep adding heat and you learn what these plants like, then you get better results. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Let's see. There's more here. This is a nice one. Let me see. Don't want to lose anything that can be used. I think it might be it. Oh, let's not lose these ones. Let's see if I can empty now. Slowly. Yeah, there's something, but okay. So, oh, you see, this one is good. That looks it. Let me show you close what we got here. Let me show you these sizes. Look at this. Here we are in Canada, zone 4. Look at these sweet potatoes. Look, when people tell you these things don't grow here, yes, they don't grow in the wild, they don't grow unattended outside. Look at this. This is huge. I never saw it even in the store. I might have saw like fatter ones, but this long. Look. And this one, they are the Korean sweet potatoes. So they're even have a long days to maturity. You can get some American sweet potatoes, the classic with the orange flesh, and there are some varieties that are made for, let's say, northern climate. So this was already a long shot, so it's very good. So here, let me show you this cluster. That's funny. You see them? But look, even this one. And this, all of this, let me fix a bit. So all of this that you see here, it's from the slips of one store-bought sweet potato that I started. I put it in water, let it root, and then produce the slips. And then I had so many slips that I started to experiment. I'm pretty sure this was the biggest harvest. I'll go ahead now, clean up, and maybe we'll take a look at the one on the roof, how it did. So let me just clean up everything, and then we'll come back. All right, so now, while the one that we just saw was growing all by itself, this one shared the space with the chayote that didn't really produce much, but it was fun to see if it was possible to grow. And honestly, it is possible. It's just you probably, maybe if I would have grow it in the cold frame, it would have been better. On the roof, it was a little bit more exposed to the cold weather, so it didn't really do much. Let's see if I can actually pull it out without disturbing the sweet potato. This is the chayote. Let me see. It wants to come out. So, no. This one, it has shared nutrients, space, water. So we'll see how it did. It did flowers though. So the only two that flower was the one in the cold frame and this one right here on the rooftop. So let me move the cable. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, so in the front here, this is the chayote side. This is the sweet potato. So I'll start to dig on this side and see what we can find. Let's see if I can place it a little better, if you can see. All right, let's start to remove some of this mulch. And let's see, sweet potato. Ooh. Let me feel from the side. There's a lot of roots I can feel. Maybe it's the chayote, because I see white roots, while the sweet potato has this pinkish roots, so you know it's theirs. I see lots of white. It could be the chayote, so I don't know if it had any detrimental effect on the tuber production here, but we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, these are all the chayote roots, are like a kind of a white beige color. Oh, I see some. Let's see how's the size. Okay, there it goes. Oh, there we got one. I'd say this one too, it's a successful harvest, because it's like nice and decent. I'll bring you close enough to see them better, but let me see what else we got. Okay, let's see, these are small. This is the bunch of the roots all together. Let me see if we got anything more. Let's not lose these. I'm gonna put them right there. Let's see. It's very thick with the roots, this pot, so the chayote clearly was growing happily. Let's see if I can pull it out now. No. All right, so let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, this way. There you go. There's another one. Nice size as well. Okay. I feel there's more. There they are. 1, 2, well, second is not really big. Let me see. Yeah, I feel some more down here. Anyway, I think now, oh no, no, there still is beautiful size. So I'm not even done this pot. I'm gonna show them to you close, just to show you the size. Even on the roof, look at this one, gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead, harvest everything, bring you back to show you the full harvest, and then we'll see if it's worth it or not to grow sweet potatoes in zone 4. All right, so here we are. As I said, I just missed one. That is the one is down there with the tomato. That is still looking good. This one are the big ones. Sadly, I bruised a bit the skin, but I'm gonna put them to cure now. Keep an eye on them. They should be beautiful. And then this one they're gonna keep in storage for a long time if you cure them properly. I had one in a grow bag with the tomatoes and the basil that really didn't do much. Is this one here? It was like with a really large tomato, and I think the tomato just took over, so it didn't give any space. The other two though, this was another one with a big tomato, and there's they are all twisted together. I don't want to break them apart, but there's quite a few of decent size here. And so it could be also worth it to have in one of these grow bag, you have basically 3 crops, because you have the tomato producing the fruit, I had the basil to produce like the leaves, and I had the tuber underneath. So you have fruit, leaf, and tuber in the same pot. So you really use all the space you have, and you get a good crop, because let's remember, this is everything started from a potato, kind of like this one, that I put it in water in I don't know, February, March, something like that, and that gave me the slips, and then it went on to produce pounds and pounds and pounds of crop with really no care, because I didn't do nothing to the sweet potatoes during the growing season. Here you can see in different color, because when I started, I had 2 sweet potatoes. I had one Korean, that is this purple skin, white flesh, and I had the classic American sweet potatoes with the orange flesh. The American sweet potatoes kind of rotted away. It did put a couple of inches of a slip, like a really tiny thing, and I was able to keep it alive. It didn't grow much, but I still decided to give it a chance and put it in a pot. Let me see if I can show it. Yeah, there it is. I just put in that pot in a corner. The vine was kind of short, but look, still give me a crop, and a decent crop. Look at this one. This one was probably bigger than the store bottom from which I started. Look, there's another one here. Look at this one too. It's kind of contorted, but it's still lots of flesh in there. A few small ones. But so is it worth growing? Absolutely. You need to do, obviously you can't just put them in the ground. In the ground is too cold here. They need heat. So grow bags like that, or the plastic pots like that one works. I had a roof, and if you've been following me, you see that my roof is hot, so I grow watermelon in that roof and on that roof and all kind of other stuff. So the sweet potato on the roof really produce. On a cold frame like that I use to start my seedling in spring, you put, like, imagine I had space to put, if I wanted, 8 of these grow bags right here. So imagine, 4 times this amount from just a little cold frame that already did this work, because I built this just to harden the seedling in spring. In summer you put the grow bags, you grow the sweet potatoes, you get those pounds of harvest, and now you still have time to maybe grow some greens, some arugula or something, with the cover on. You get a couple of months of some greens mite in there. We'll see. But anyway, this was a very good harvest. Now I have to go figure out how to cure them. I don't have enough sunny windows to cure them in the sunny windows, so I might set up something in my grow room downstairs where I start all my seedlings. I have the heat mats, I have kind of humidity control and stuff, so I might just figure out something there. Thanks for watching. Take care.